it was going to be my first start for varsity against Pike in week 4. So I was playing safety against Pike in week 4, and I was approaching the ball carrier on the sideline, and I was just a few feet away from the running back, and then bang, a receiver's helmet came up under my shoulder pads. I was on the ground instantly. They were just trying to keep me calm, asking if I needed help off the field. To this day, I don't know how I got off the field. So as a junior, the first few games of the season, I was not starting in our base coverages or defenses, but I was coming in on the pass defenses. They like the lankier safeties on that to get some deep coverage there over the top. And I was starting to go in a lot more in there. They liked our pass defense, how we were playing. And actually week 4, I did get the start. Week 4, and I was approaching the ball carrier on the sideline, and I was just a few feet away from the running back, and then bang, a receiver's helmet came up under my shoulder pads. I was on the ground instantly. I tried to get up, and I just couldn't.
My first reaction was I thought he probably had a concussion because it looked like he got hit pretty hard, but he's hit somebody that hard and been hit that hard before, but I thought when he was down it was probably a concussion or something like that. I had no idea it was the kind of injury that he actually had. So
it hurt the most right under my ribs on the left side, when my spleen that I split in half. That's the worst thing that happened. But your organs, they have a channel reaction that you get pain in your shoulder. So my left shoulder was feeling horrible, and then some of the ribs I messed up and broke were up higher on the left side. So it was mostly shoulder and then under my rib cage. From the game to the hospital, it just kind of went fast. All the EMTs, the doctors on the sideline, the trainers were very helpful. They just tried to keep me calm. They tried to get me on the stretcher without causing any more pain. And when I got in the ambulance, they were just hooking me up to all kinds of stuff so they could check what was going on. What kind of crushed me is the first nurse that came in and saw me in the hospital in 86th Street. After he saw some of my results, the first thing that came out of his mouth is, "You're done playing football for this season. We'll see after that." And that just crushed me. I mean, I knew it was a severe injury, but I always had hope that I could come back and play maybe at the end of the season. The team was there for me at all stages, even after the game, late at night. After the game was over against Pike, all kinds of players rushed to the hospital and saw me, even some of the coaches. And at that point, I was pretty much couldn't move. I was in a neck brace because they had to do some CT scans of my upper body to make sure everything was all right there. I was just laying in bed. I could hardly move, but they'd come up so I could see them, and I cried when I saw almost all of them. My football teams, my brothers, they were there through every step. A few days later after the game was my birthday, and I was still in the hospital, and I'd say almost 40 guys came and brought me food and gift cards and just spent that night with me, and a cake, and that was awesome.
I don't know, it's a lesson I just learned this, but I mean, it's just, you have to make do with what is put in front of you. You either make it a positive and try to, sometimes your path isn't going the way you want. You have to make some adjustments and just try to stay positive.
And Matthew's having fun. He got voted in as a captain, so that meant a lot to him and us. And experience, from the loss of his brother to, losing most of the season last year to this injury, and you just gotta find a way to fight through it. You gotta live your life. You gotta move on, and he's doing a great job doing that. So we're proud of him.
I just want to make my school proud this year. Hopefully we get a win for the whole community that's there. Injuries are hard to come back from, but football is a big part of my life. I wouldn't want it be shy or anything. I just want to go out there and play for my school.